Hello. The question I'm asking today is, where is our compassion gone? And when did we become so quick to judge and slow to understand, or at least to keep an open mind? What triggered this query that I'm asking today is, within the last week or so, a gossip blogger who's been around for years by the name of Perez Hilton. He unfortunately had what appears to be a psychotic episode where he was harming himself, and he was actually videoing his what he was doing on, I believe it was TikTok, for about 30 minutes before it was taken down. He's in the hospital. He's getting the mental care that he needs, the physical care that he needs. But the reason why I'm mentioning this is there was a young actor. I'm not recalling his name right now. It's not someone that I know well, who had sent his blessings to Perez Hilton when he found out what happened to him. And he had said in his message, "Be kind to yourself." Well, I guess he posted this on X, and the people that follow him had let him know about Perez Hilton's past. And when Perez Hilton began his career in the celebrity gossip realm, I don't know, 30 plus years ago, he was cruel to the celebrities, many of the celebrities that he covered. He called them names. He made up names to make fun of them. If he knew personal things about their lives, he would make them public. He would tell the public about it. He had no respect, it appeared, no respect, no compassion for the people that he was reporting on, for most of them. He had some friends and whatnot. And, I mean, unfortunately, he got quite popular and he made a lot of money doing that. So it shows at the time, I guess, people must have liked that sort of thing. They liked hearing the dirt on celebrities. Well, when this actor was notified that this was Perez Hilton's past, he retracted his words of compassion, his words of, hey, take care of yourself, be kind to yourself. And his blessing, his blessing for getting well again. He retracted. And that made me think, like, what's up with that? He stated that the reason why he retracted it was he doesn't support that type of behavior that Perez Hilton displayed 30 years ago. Over the years, Perez Hilton has kind of softened his approach. He still reports on any gossip that he gets about celebrities. I don't really follow him, but I haven't heard that he was continuing the cruelty towards people that he did in the past. But he was still reporting on people and on celebrities and their goings on in their lives. And recently, within the last several months, he actually posted a public video where he apologized for his behavior of the past, and he even personally apologized to people. He made amends. Now, the question that I have is, even if he hadn't made amends with people, does it still mean that we can't send him blessings of healing and to say, be kind to yourself? One of the key things that I've realized in my spiritual journey that I've done for 30 plus years is when people behave a certain way, if they're not kind, if they're not nice, if they're not peaceful, if they're mean to people, it's giving you a reflection of what they've endured in their life, how people have treated them. Now, that doesn't mean we condone their behavior. It doesn't mean that we tolerate it if someone's treating us with no respect or treating us cruelly or not, or abusing us on some level. We never tolerate that. But you can get yourself away from the person and still send them healing blessings. I know it can be thought of as a cliche, but a lot of people will say, and I believe this, that hurting people hurt people. When someone's mean, someone's cruel, somewhere along the line, they've either learned that behavior or they were treated that way by learning that behavior, they were treated that way. Or it's just they have so much pain inside. It's the only way that they know how to behave. And again, we don't condone that that's okay. But when you show compassion to someone, when you send healing blessings their way, you're not condoning a behavior by doing that. When you forgive someone, you're not forgetting what they did. And when you wish someone well, it doesn't take away or erase their accountability. And I think we have it mixed up in our world. We think that if we forgive someone, that, well, forgive and forget. I don't know where that line ever came from. But forgiving helps us to heal. And it does send out good energy into the world, a healing energy out into the world. It's not a cliche, it's for real. We're all energy. We're all made up of energy. We're more energy than we are physical matter. So even the thought of blessing someone, however small or minute that may seem, is massive if we can start doing that more often. And again, we don't have to condone someone's behavior. We don't have to like what someone did. In fact, what someone did can infuriate us. But we can still send healing blessings their way because that person's hurting. And if it's too difficult for us to send those blessings their way, if it just is, I just can't do it. I just absolutely cannot condone or send healing blessings because it feels like I'm condoning what they did. Well, that's okay. We're gentle with ourselves in that moment. And the one that you send those blessings to in that moment is yourself. If you find it difficult to send well wishes or healing blessings to someone else who's hurting, who maybe did something that you think is absolutely appalling, it's like, if someone says, I can't bring myself to forgive, I can't bring myself to send them healing blessings, and that's fine. Send them to yourself. You're the first one in line who needs to receive those healing blessings. I know this can sound very simplistic, but why is it when someone makes a mistake, we just decide that we're going to define them for the rest of their lives for that? Maybe one mistake, maybe 100 mistakes. We're going to define who they are through that mistake or that behavior. And again, I don't care if I sound like a broken record. When someone behaves in a way that's less than peaceful, they're not at peace. They're in turmoil. They're hurt. They're in pain. And the only way we're going to change this planet is if we can take the high road and rise above it and see that when someone's hurting or when you see something in the world that's very disturbing, by sending healing blessings to it, towards it, we're changing the world. And you're changing yourself. You're growing yourself. You're helping yourself to see beyond the illusion of what appears real. And yes, it is real. When we see the violence in the world and people are cruel to one another, it's real. It's not fake. But I want to be part of the solution. I don't want to be part of the problem. That's why if something I see in the world is hurtful, I say, may you be blessed, or may this situation be blessed. And as I said earlier, if the situation just outrages me to the point that I just can't even bear to send blessings to someone or something, then I send those healing blessings to myself. Because I need the healing, I need the love. We need in this world to learn to be there for ourselves and not look for the world to validate us, not look for the world to be perfect before we'll feel safe in the world. The world may never get to be perfect, but it's definitely not going to be perfect if we keep projecting our anger out into the world, even if that anger is projected towards us. If someone's angry with us, no, it has nothing to do with you. It has everything to do with what's going on within them, how they've been treated in the world and growing up and in their current world. Again, I want to emphasize that you never tolerate it. You never tolerate if someone's not treating you well. You get yourself out of that situation. But you can send them healing blessings on their journey and can help them to heal themselves. I heard a story a long time ago about a woman who didn't get along with her boss at all. Her boss didn't treat her well. He was very gruff. And she tried an experiment where, despite how angry she would get at the way he would treat her, verbally, just being gruff and short and not very pleasant, she just sent him loving energy. Anytime she thought of him or thought of the way he treated her, she sent him loving energy. And in those moments when he did treat her without that compassion and was being gruff, she sent him loving energy. And it wasn't long before all of a sudden he started treating her better. He started being softer and kinder to her for no apparent reason. She never verbally said anything to him. In my belief system, on some level, he felt that energy. He felt that healing energy of love that she was sending his way. And it shifted him. Whether he was conscious of it or not, I don't know. If he ever asked himself, why am I shifting? Why am I not so gruff? Why am I not so grumpy? Who knows? Who cares? He shifted. And that simple act of sending love and blessings to someone, no matter what their past has been, no matter who they are today, it can shift that person, it can shift the world, and it's definitely going to shift you. shift you to a place of more love and compassion in your heart. So where has our compassion gone? Not very far if we want to get it back. And we can get it back very easily by giving ourselves that love and compassion. And when we have it in us, when we have the strength to also give it to the world outside of us. Again, compassion doesn't mean approval. Forgiveness doesn't mean forgetting. And wishing someone well doesn't take away accountability. But it can change the world. I hope this message helped you in some way. If it has, you may consider subscribing or leaving a comment. Tell me what struggles that you might have sending compassion to maybe people or situations outside yourself. And maybe sharing, how do you feel about sending that compassion to yourself? Some people can have a hard time with that. And if that's the case, just bless the part of yourself that has a hard time with that. There's always a way to heal it, to soften pain, and it can shift in no time at all if you give it a try. Thank you for listening. I'll see you next time, and may you be blessed.